Changi Airport on the way to Amsterdam, and a map of the first part of the trip. And here is Amsterdam and all the canals, which rather surprised us, and our hotel, the Amsterdam Marriott. Push bikes, everywhere push bikes. Very busy city. Here's one of the canals that we walked up to on the first day. Karen watching from the bridge as a little cruise boat motors by. The population of Amsterdam is about 850,000. It's said that there are something like 1 million bicycles in the city. An open-air cafe. An interesting boat name, and some interesting architecture. Next morning we scored a ticket for the hop-on hop-off bus, and here we are waiting at the bus stop. Articulated electric buses have a habit of sneaking up on you.
A bit nerve-wracking standing here because we've got buses flashing past in front of us and trams flashing past behind us. And if you don't watch out, you get run over by about 300 bikes. And just waiting for every now and then a bubble of them go across the road. And we see them gathering. I'm just waiting for the lights to change, and you'll see what I mean. And they don't muck about either, they ride at about 40 miles an hour. And some of them are quite interesting looking. There's a tram behind me now. Definitely seems to be the preferred mode of transport. There's bike racks everywhere you look with dozens of bikes in them. A lot of them look like they might be hire bikes or something because they're all very similar to look at.
We toured the city for about an hour and a half on the bus, and then we were picked up from the hotel and taken to the Amarena. And a huge and wonderful surprise for us. You may remember Gus and Fran from our trip to the Kimberley, and here they were on the Amarena. After moving into our cabin, we boarded one of the many cruise boats and wandered around the canals for a while. Many of these boats that you see here are liveaboards, and those houses in the background, although this doesn't show it, are sort of slowly sinking into the mud and leaning over a bit. Then onto a bus and off to a huge museum.
Maybe you know to have art and craft from English, you can hear art and craft. Yes. We talk to art and craft movement was very important. This part of both, of course, the building, because it was an injection on the fabric, making sound, the buildings, you have.
It's an extraordinary place. This is a huge museum, can't pronounce the name of it, and it has a bikeway right through the middle of it. This is the museum square, it's called.
Here's Gunther, our cruise director. In the winter, this pond freezes over and is used as a skating rink.
This is called Museum Square, and there are actually several museums spread around the whole area. It's quite extraordinary. Mostly art-based, Rembrandt and Van Gogh and so on.
After rejoining the bus, we saw some more of Amsterdam, including the windmill and a nesting stork. No babies though. And then we rejoined the ship on the canal at Utrecht. This is a man-made canal that joins up with the Rhine River. Some of the very flat Netherlands countryside. We started seeing some commercial traffic on the river. The first of many during the trip. All these vessels are restricted in length and breadth due to the various locks. The narrowest of the locks are only 12 metres wide, and they can take vessels up to about 140 metres long. So nothing on the river is longer than 140 metres or wider than about 11.5 metres. This was a bit unusual, seeing two barges together. Far more common vessels were these ones with the aft wheelhouse.
Coming up to our first of 69 locks that we go through eventually.
Notice the car on the after deck of this one. Many of these boats have their families on board and all their goods and chattels as well.
Not often that you can stand above the radar, but anyway, there we go. You think that was good? Here's another one. These vessels are set up so that they can lower the wheelhouse and various other protuberances on the top to get under some of the lower bridges. So for some bridge passings, we're not allowed up here on the sun deck.
We follow a commercial vessel into the first of the locks. Forward deckhands getting ready to tie us up in the lock. Some of the locks seem to have several gates. I'm assuming it's so that boats of various lengths can go in and reduce the amount of water that needs to be pumped in or pumped out. Either side of the wheelhouse are bridge wing wing controls. The two lower handles there control the main engines at the aft end of the ship. The top one controls the bow thruster. The after props are called Z drives, and they can rotate 360 degrees, making the ships extraordinarily manoeuvrable. Quite a few euros worth of gear on this ship. And one of our competitors travelling the other way. We are now on the Rhine and travelling upstream. There is a geographical feature called the Continental Divide. All the rivers on the northern side of it flow into the North Sea, or in that general area. On the southern side of it, they flow down into the Black Sea and into the Mediterranean.